And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. And this is the live stream where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. And if the weather has been nice where you are and not thunderstorms and windy, please let me know how the weather is where you are. And if you've been able to get out and fly your drones, please put it in the chat. Let me know how the weather is where you are. I need to set this light here because it's a little, there we go, nice. There we go, it's a little better. So, Lawrence, how are you doing on this somewhat half of a decent day on a Wednesday here in New York City?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Surprisingly, it's okay. The rain is finally gone. The clouds look really funky out there, but I'm good, man.
I don't know if it's me, but you're a little bit low, but that's all right.
I could turn that up a little bit. Give me a second. What about now? Is that better?
It's not too much of a difference, but it's all right.
All
So,
right, well,
how is
that's
everyone
max.
out there? How is everyone out there doing? And like I said, if the weather is nice where you are, please let me know how the weather is where you are and if you've been able to get out and fly your drones.
How are you doing, FYI?
Well, I'm pretty good. I'm not doing so bad. I mean, I've been very busy. Very
Yeah.
busy. Actually, I don't know how to say this, but I've been dealing with this AI system. And the AI system does a few things for me. I use it like kind of like an assistant for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And it wrote something, and I told the AI system, I said I wouldn't say it that way, and they said, you know what the thing said to me? I know. I'm like, so I don't know if it was being disrespectful or
Pretty soon it'll be telling you the other things as well. I'm serious. Yeah, AI. Alexa's starting to do it too.
I'm like, yo, you only been around a couple of weeks. Don't get
Don't get cocky.
the backhand.
Yeah,
I'll,
yeah, yeah.
I'll
AI
unplug.
is funny.
I'll unplug your ass.
That's all. And AI is funny. Everyone's trying to sell their version of it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Well, I mean, I guess it's the future, right? And if you don't,
I guess it is.
if
Whether
you don't
we
get,
accept it or not. I
if you
see.
don't, if you don't get a handle on it, on how to use it, then you're gonna get left behind.
Yeah, that's true. I see a few people trying to make it work out there. So some are catching on, some are not. It's pretty much if you don't get on the boat now, you won't know how to get along while everyone else is already moving. You'll be still learning it. You know, that's pretty much how it is.
Well, I mean, you can use it for a lot of things like spreadsheets and all kind of other stuff like that. It's good at keeping a track of certain things that you want to do and have done. You know, so it's handy, but I don't think you should live and die by it. Actually, it's funny to myself. I
That I agree with.
I used it to actually change the brakes on my truck.
Right.
Yeah.
And how did that turn out?
Oh, the brakes work fine.
Okay. All right. All
They
right.
didn't. It didn't actually change the brakes, but it recommended a couple of different ones and their ratings and stuff like that, and how the brakes rated. And
Recommended for your vehicle.
right.
Okay.
So that's basically what happened. Now we got a few things to talk about tonight. Mostly drones and mostly drone
This
things.
is true. Things about drones.
And more drones and more drones. We're talking drones here tonight, I guess. So, what is it that we wanted to mention? I really wanted to mention because a few things that are coming up. We're getting down to what? Shoot, heck, we're halfway through the summer, and
Yeah, already. I just put my winter coat away in storage. Well, you
well,
know, they have
summer,
batteries. They're battery powered, so they have heating elements. I didn't want to put it away in storage with full power, so I.
summer is only 2 months, bro.
Yeah, I know, I know. It's an excuse to
It
throw
kind of
stuff in
leaks into
storage.
September,
Hmm.
and then it's over like after the first couple of weeks of September. But
Yeah,
yeah, coming up at near the end of the summer, got coming up a few things and a few events. And we have the commercial UAV expo that is happening in Las Vegas on September 1st through the 3rd. So if you're going to be in the area or you plan to be here, or if or if you'd like to attend, if you fly commercially or whatever floats your boat, it's a good show to go to. You can learn about the latest and the greatest, and I guess you can network with a few people. Good event. If I didn't have football, I would probably try to make it.
yeah.
That's my
Football's
issue.
going to hinder a
That's my
lot of stuff.
issue with a lot of stuff going down to September and November, and I'm starting
Yeah.
to wonder if I have to make certain decisions when it comes to football.
Well, as long as they keep winning them rings, why go anywhere? Hang
Well,
out with the dynasty. I know it cuts into a lot of leisure time because it does
well,
for me
no, it's
as
not.
well.
No,
And I only have to show up at the games.
the
You
UAV
got to go to
Expo,
practice.
the UAV Expo wouldn't be leisure. Like
Yeah,
I said, that would be something to go down there and you can network with a few people, learn what's going on in the industry, and get more familiar with what's going on. If I'm gonna try to do this drone thing as you know, continuously and to move further with it, I might have to start
right.
doing those type of things. But we also got coming up here in the Northeast the Northeast Drone Meetup, which is happening in Providence, Rhode Island, September 1st through the 3rd. No, the
Yeah.
11th through the 3rd. I'm sorry. September 11th through the 13th or whatever that was again.
Okay.
Yeah. So that happens to be in yeah. Wait a minute, I'm reading the wrong thing. Yeah, right. Yeah, the 11th through the 13th. And on Friday from 5 to 8 they have the meet and greet at Snookers, the sports bar and grill, which
Yeah.
food there is
Yep.
pretty good because I was there last year, and food was pretty good. What was that we had? Those the pickles, the thing with the
Fried pickles. We
yeah.
tried. Tom was nice enough to invite us to lunch, and we had fried pickles for the very first time ever. And I must admit, I frowned upon even hearing them, but they were damn good.
Yeah,
No?
yeah, and then the Saturday from 8 to 12 p.m. is the actual meetup. So if you, like I said, once again, if you plan to be there or you're in the area, you need to check that one out. That's going to be a good one. It's pretty good. It was there last year. I had a good time with the guys. And then coming up in Canada, which happens to be the Canada Drone Meetup, a day
Yeah.
of flying, fun, and food, whichever one you want to put first. But that
I
happens to
really
be
wish I could make that.
Sunday, the 20th of September, 2026, this year in Ontario. I honestly would like to go myself, and I think if I did go, I would probably fly. That's a 10-hour drive, and I'm not up for 10 hours driving one way and 10 hours driving back the other way.
No, I totally understand that, and I would like to fly into another country. You know,
What's the difference?
what's the difference? Well, I've never been there. I'd like to see it from the air going in. I mean, it wouldn't matter however I got there. I just don't want to be in any tunnels or I want to be above ground entering another country.
I think when you drive in above ground too.
Yeah, 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 I know. I was trying to be funny.
They don't have mole roadways. And also coming up, this one happens to be in November, but it's the third annual Vegas drone meetup of this year, 26, and November 6th through the 8th in Vegas. Now, if you've never been to Las Vegas, this is an excuse to go. I'm telling you, Vegas is a nice place to visit and hang out. I even thought about relocating there.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
The weather is great. Even when it's in the winter months, it's not freezing cold.
Okay.
I mean, it does get hot. I'm not even going to lie to you. It does get hot. But you don't have that soupy kind of heat, that humidity. They don't have it.
That humidity?
Yeah, the humidity. They don't have that.
Okay.
No, they don't.
Interesting. I have to look
Yeah.
into that. Eldon says Canada is one of the reasons I don't drive long distance anymore. And I asked him, I'm like, yo, you sound like you tried it. He said 2 times.
Want to drive to Canada?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what it is? It's actually not that far. We just live south of the state,
Mm-hmm.
New York.
Right. Most of that time is traveling up north
It's
just to
traveling
get to the
through New
border.
York. Right.
Yeah, through New York. One of the longest. New York is one of those few states out there, Herman, that
The guy
you
they
can
built the
drive
road
for
wrong.
5 hours and still be in the same state.
No, say what you mean. They built the road wrong.
True. Let's hit a roll call real quick while everybody's
we
in the
still
chat
got-
moving around.
We still got things going on.
Oh, okay. What else we got?
We also have, believe it or not, but for those of you guys out there that are looking for a new drone, the DJI Mini 5 Pro is dropped to $683 on Amazon. So if you're interested, you can pick that up on Amazon with the basic
For
controller.
683. Okay.
And then there's other discounts on these other packages with the Fly More and the
Yeah. Different
So-
controllers.
so,
Right.
so you could check that out at your leisure and pick that up if you're interested in getting a new drone. For any of you guys out there that's listening and is interested in getting a new drone. But we got about 15 people watching and about 2 in the chat. Right about now.
No, there are a few people. There's quite a few people in there
Is
chatting.
it?
Yeah, it's
So we
going back
got
and forth.
coming up roll call now.
Yeah, yeah.
With some with our regulars that come to hang out with us.
Scheduled program. Okay, quick shout out to Brian, Waypoint, New England. How are you, sir? Hope all is well. Thank you for coming, checking out. Well, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you back. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Representing the Bronx, Takeoff, Lift and Land, Bronx, New York. Eldon, how are you? He says especially 95 South, too. Quick shout out to Gator Drone. How are you, sir? They're coming back regularly, like regular
Peter.
people. We welcome you back. Cool Cat, how are you, sir? Hope the weather's doing good where you are, because it's crap over here. Shout out to Cool Cat. Representing Long Island, Strong Island. John Olson, how are you, sir?
Olson.
I hope all is well. Brooklyn Jimmy, shout out to him. I ran into him, Harvard. Remember,
Jimmy.
we were working at the construction site and I had to hang out downtown. As I was walking to the doctor's office, Brooklyn Jimmy I ran into him. So shout out to you, sir, of course. And then we have TJ Strong. How are you, sir? Listening in the background. Shout out to TJ, becoming a regular here as well. We appreciate the support. Northside Hawk, good morning to you, Dominic, if you're still here. I hope all is well. Frank Rizzo, 1233.
Frank
Sir,
Rizzo.
what's up? How are you, Frank Rizzo? Steve, STM Drones Media.
Steve,
I
what's
see it
good,
earlier.
man?
Shout out to you, and I honestly believe that is it for tonight.
That was it?
TJ Strong says paid. Dang, a pair. Yeah, yeah. You have a pair of them. Okay,
Now,
nice. Well,
to
listen, that Mini
address
5 is the best Mini that they came out with.
that statement about 95, 95 is the longest route you can take anywhere. It's just the safest route. It doesn't take you through any backyards, back roads, or
True,
any
true. It's out there.
or through banjo territory.
Yeah, for real. Where you have to ride with your hand on a weapon. Yeah, I know.
So yeah, it's
Anyway, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. Don't forget to click the like button, guys. That way you get it over with. And when Gary comes in, he says we're only this far away from our goal.
oh, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
is
Trying to
Gary?
make it easy for Gary. Trying to make it easy for him, our Canadian buddy.
Where is Gary?
Did I dare say our Canadian drinking buddy? We did have a few drinks together, right?
Just a couple.
All right, I said a few.
No, a few and a couple is two different things. A couple is two. A few is like three or more. No?
True. Yo, I agree with you. I was answering your text in the chat. I was answering Bill Grayson's chat. That's all.
All right. Well, you know what, Lawrence?
Oh, he was saying he paid $12.50 for his Mini Pro. Yeah, yeah. They're dropping the price. They're dropping the price on stock, and stock's becoming limited as well.
Well,
Herman.
they dropped the price, but like I said, they have other packages and stuff like that
That's true.
that you can purchase with better controllers, more batteries.
Yo, explicit. How are you, sir?
Explicit. Yo, so Lawrence, what's going on here? You know, we talk about DJI drones and we talk about DJI drones often. Like I said, we're halfway through the summer, and we're talking about a DJI drone that you'll actually bring everywhere. Now, we're halfway, like I said, through the summer, and I'm quite sure when guys go on vacation, they want to be able to take a drone with them. Well, the Flip comes highly recommended for vacationers because the Flip can actually fit into like a little bag, any everyday bag you can carry around with you. And you can take this drone out and be able to shoot with it and have a good time. You know, the Flip kind of got a, I don't know, it kind of got a bad eye from people because of its appearance.
Yeah,
It kind of looks funny.
the drone with the bicycle spokes.
Yeah, it kind of looks funny, but like I said, it can fit into almost any bag.
It doesn't look like your traditional,
No, but
you know.
because of the way it folds up, it can slide into almost any bag. You know, you can take it anywhere you want to go, and
Right.
be able to pull it out and launch from your palm and stuff like that. So it's a drone that I guess could be popular amongst people on vacation or going on vacation. And if you are interested in picking one up, these two are on Amazon on sale. And where you have the Flip with the RC N3 controller starting, I think at what, $349?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, 349 for
you can't,
350. You get the old controller.
right, you can't beat that. As for a DJI quality drone,
Yeah, I know. If someone says what's a good drone I could afford, I would suggest this.
now you also have the Flip with the RC2 controller that's starting at $509.
That's still not bad considering that radio flies everything else on OcuSync 4.
Right. So
So that's how you come out ahead on that deal.
right, so you can also jump on other drones and still be able to use that same controller. And you have the, which to me is probably the better bang for the buck, the Fly More combo with the same controller.
Yes.
You get more batteries.
True. For 619,
$619.
it's still cheaper than a lot of other
What's
lots of
that?
other drones out there.
$110 more.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
You pick up two batteries. Can't beat that.
This is true. This is very, very true.
But yeah, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of the flip. I guess because of the flipping tennis rackets that it. On it.
That's what they look like. Little ping pong rackets or tennis rackets.
But it's safe because the motor looks, it's ducted or whatever. You don't have to worry about moving parts exposed.
A lot of people have slept that drone, believe it or not.
You know what I mean? And supposedly it has a pretty good camera. What you think?
I like it. For a beginner drone, I would recommend that before I would recommend any of the mini version because it's ducted. Only because it's
that's
ducted.
why I said it makes a great vacation drone. You can throw it in your bag anywhere, and it's the motors are ducted, so you don't have to worry about you can be a little careless and still get away with it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But the mini, you can't so much because of the simple fact
Right.
it's the mini, the open props. I'd honestly think anything you should teach anyone how to fly on should be ducted.
Really?
Have ducks, yes. Even
Why?
though we're old school, we learn
Why?
really. If your props ain't on right, guess what? Your drone is going to do a doggy flip.
Well, with the DJI props, it was almost impossible to put them on wrong.
Right. Anyone other than DJI risks that.
What,
If you remember
flipping
the
over?
3DR Solo, what happened? The flying brick.
Yeah.
If you put the props on wrong, it just went. Whoop.
Yeah, I watched that happen to Roz twice. I'm like, yo, why does it keep flipping over like that?
That meant the props. Hey, General Lee, what's up?
Like it was literally sitting there, and he tried to take off, and it just flipped over. I'm like, can you try that again?
It happened to me 2 times and never again after that. I learned the first time someone said your props are on wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Second time, the person said, I did not pay attention putting the props on because I had to replace one.
Oh,
And I just put on a whole new set. Which was stupid, stupefied. We got 7 minutes, so sponsor.
So let me
Hey,
get
Blind
this
Neil, welcome.
So something like this, I guess you can't go wrong then.
Not for the price. No. No, not for the price.
And honestly, even
$300?
yeah, well, 350. But even though you're a little with the fly more is about 200 and something dollars more.
Yeah.
Your entry level in the flip, you still get extra batteries to run around with. And like I said, for it to be something that can fit into any bag you can run around with while you're on vacation,
True.
island hopping or whatever you might be doing, you can take this drone with you and not have a problem.
And supposedly, transportation-wise, it's easier to pack away because it folds up. It's not like the Mavic style where you have to make sure you better have your gimbal cover on right and make sure your drone has one of those masochist harnesses around it so the wings and the props don't fly around.
And then
On the flip, you just fold them in 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's this size right here.
And then if you get bored, you can actually play music with the
Wow. Wow. I can't believe we went there. Stop. Then you can't play music on the flip. See, that wasn't nice. You don't have to worry about popping a string though, right? That's funny. Anyway, everyone, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. We appreciate each and every one of you who continue to come back and listen to some drone tech, listen to us goof off every now and then. Every now and then we have to go squirrel.
I don't goof off.
To keep, well, I do.
I tell the truth.
The truth.
to tell the truth. And I bring it to you hard nose, however you like it or not.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. I do remember years ago you saying that it would get to the point where you wouldn't be able to fly unless you were Part 107. And now it's coming to a neighborhood near you guys.
Hopefully not. You know, there'll still be places in this country where you can actually go and fly
What, your living room?
recreational without having to go to that park.
Yeah, your living room.
No, seriously. There's still places here in the United States.
There are. There's a lot of
recognize
Class G airspace,
G
especially.
airspace, and you can still go and fly, even though everyone's getting more and more tight about flying here and flying there.
Small drones, aka the Neo, also vulnerable to airspace restrictions. Yeah, yes. Just because it's transmitting a signal, this is true.
What happened?
TJ was saying small drones like the DJI Neo 2 also vulnerable to airspace restrictions.
Well, what's the weight on it?
It's not so much the weight. Doesn't it have an extended battery? Don't they have an extended battery for the Neo 2?
That doesn't
No.
mean anything if you're
I
not
could be
using
wrong.
the extended battery and you're just flying recreational. You don't have to register it. If you're flying in
The
controlled
weight is 2
airspace,
kilograms, which
you
comes to
still have to get airspace clearance for flying anything in controlled airspace.
it's still it comes in at 243. Yes, you know what, which is under the 249 limit, but you're 100% right about that. When it comes down to it, just because you're flying doesn't mean there's a TFR. You can just because it's under 250, because there's a TFR, you can fly it and not get in trouble. Anything under a TFR you take off, you're going to get in trouble. Correct?
What? You're not supposed to be flying during the TFR, period.
TJ says he was near MacDill Air Force Base, and they were like, "No go, this is not happening." Yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah, you were inside the their
And well, I can see that more so because it's an Air Force base, and you do have low flying aircraft.
That's strange.
Steve Jennings, how are you?
Well, I guess you'd have to get authorized to be able to get into that area.
Yeah, to even get close,
You know,
the
it's
average
funny.
Joe is not going to go near an Air Force base, and well, I can't say that.
You know what's funny? A friend of mine asked me, when all of the people getting run up on in New York City
Mhm.
with flying drones, how come they don't run up on you when you're out there flying drones? And I was like, because when you apply for the permit, you put all your drone information in, and that way when it comes up on the remote ID, they go, okay,
They already know who it is.
he's good and he's not.
That's true. That is so true. Because someone told me that they were actually stopped by the Parks Department for flying in a spot that I fly at, along the beach. And they were like, "Well, how come they didn't don't say nothing new?" I was like, "I know all of them. I know all of them, Herman." And usually they know I'm in and out and flying recreationally, because technically during beach season from Memorial Day to Labor Day you're not supposed to be flying on New York City beaches.
That's
But
it. They know
early in the mornings I do know of people before the lifeguards and crowds start getting there, like me, who go flying, and I get in a quick flight, I get in and I get out. You've never seen me fly crowded beaches, right?
So you know all of the Jakes over there, huh?
Every one of the Parks Department guys, even down to the new supervisors. And this is going back 9 years.
So
I've
you-
seen people get hired there
So you snitch on the other guys.
No, hold on. I've seen guys get hired there. Lady, she got hired picking up garbage, got promoted to Parks Department lookout with the binoculars, to a supervisor, to retire.
Okay.
Yeah. But like you said, people wonder how sometimes you can fly in areas. They have our remote ID information. If I fly my Mavic, they have it.
Uh-huh.
My Mavic 3, they have it. They have everything that I use.
Well, I'm going to switch gears a little bit. We're
Yeah, yeah. It's
going to go to a
sponsor time.
sponsor and come right back.
For the live stream that talks about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. Tune in every Wednesday night to Wednesday Night with
those guys.
Yeah, that's that live stream where they talk about everything, including the Matrice 5 leaks show integrated LiDAR and 5-window gimbal. 5-window gimbal we talking about? Are you kidding me? Because the leaked stuff I saw posted on X or Twitter, whichever one you still call it, by your man Igor Bogdanov, right? And
Yeah.
the story or the leaks and stuff was highlighted in Drone XL, but he posted on July 26th this.
Yeah, I got my hands on some new Matrice 5 photos.
Mm-hmm.
That gimbal looks crazy.
Does it look heavy as hell?
It does, it does, it does. Because it looks like they have a couple of small telephoto cell lenses
there's a
in
few
there.
things I'm gonna
That
get
thermal.
into.
Okay,
I'm
good,
gonna get
good.
into it real quick, but what I want to know, he also posted a little video at the same day that he posted that. He posted a little video.
Yeah, this right here, it showed. Let me see if I can make this, blow this up here. You can still see it there.
Yeah.
It's only a 2-second video, but look at how the back is disconnected from that section there where the RTK is. Is that oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it wrong. That's a propeller.
Yeah.
The centerpiece is here.
Yeah.
That's all you see of it.
So let me tell you a little bit about this thing, right? From what I'm understanding. Like I said, you know, these come from your man over there at X or Twitter, Igor Bogdanov, and they're really talking about a 5-window gimbal, but I don't know, five separate sensors.
Yeah.
With one of them that appears to be a rangefinder, believe it or not, laser rangefinder.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I'm understanding is that because you know that every other drone like they've had, you've had to add the RTK. Well, the RTK seems to come with this as well as on it being built in, but as well as the LiDAR from shown in.
That's what's going to be the game changer. This right here.
in these
Built-in LiDAR.
and the RTK.
Yes, yes, yes. And this thing is probably going to cost a pretty penny. And if you notice, the LiDAR is forward-facing and leaning forward.
Mm-hmm.
And it also has 360 optical avoidance.
Well, it should.
Well, what the LiDAR is going to make that optical avoidance even better.
I'd like to see it in action. And
I would too. I wonder how big
these
it.
50 cameras on this thing is going to work. You remember when we were wondering how 2 and 3 cameras were going to work inside of one gimbal? How we were wondering how a 4/3 sensor was going to fit inside
Yeah, that's
one of
true.
these cameras. And now they're slamming 5 windows,
Five different sensors.
sensors
Yeah.
into one camera unit. Ooh. Think about that. Not just that long ago, we were wondering how are they going to get 4/3 into that camera head, and now you're talking about shit. No more than I would say about 4 or 5 years now. We're talking about 5 sensors in one camera. That's interesting.
You see, TJ put Matrice 4E on steroids. I guess about 7,500.
Well,
He paid 5,900 for his 4E.
it's possible. And that's still not a bad
With
price.
LiDAR, that still wouldn't be bad price. With
But
LiDAR,
what I was looking at, right, when you talk about that with built-in RTK and all that, and talking about what was it, five sensors,
mm-hmm.
but one of them seems to look like it's what do you call laser rangefinder. I'm curious to know what
Yes.
are we looking at, thermal and regular
We're talking one normal lens, one
wide
single,
angle,
one thermal. I don't know what the other one night vision.
or regular
Actually,
wide
no,
angle.
sorry. One looks like LiDAR. Pull that back up. Pull it back up if you can really quick. One looks
Not
like
LiDAR.
LiDAR. The one on the far left. The far
No,
left window. That well, no, it has LiDAR on. That could be forward facing LiDAR to help the LiDAR on
no,
top.
I doubt it. You're gonna have your probably your wide angle and your telephoto and all those other
Now
types,
that's a possibility.
as well as
Hmm.
thermal in it. I'm
Listen,
interested in seeing it in action.
I would be interested just to see what all of those sensors can do. We know it. We know it's going to fly like butter. We already know that, right?
Well, as of now, there are no specs and there are no release dates and there are no prices available because it's still fairly early in its leaking stage.
Okay.
It's just dripping out right now. It's not leaking that bad.
The link on LinkedIn looks pretty good.
The who?
I've been flipping back and forth between it and YouTube.
No.
Pretty much, yeah, TJ, I agree with you with that. Pretty much combining the enterprise with the thermal, and one or two other tricks with it.
Yeah, it's like I said,
Yeah,
it's just leaking out a little dribble. It's not
because it wasn't too
not
long
leaking too
ago,
bad.
Herman, that the external lidar could be brought and added
Hey
to the
Bob
drone.
Casey, what happened now?
It wasn't too long ago that the movable lidar that they sold separate that just came out about a
Hmm.
year and a half ago.
Um,
When the new
yeah,
Matrice came out, they said you could add this to it.
yeah, yeah.
And how long has the Matrice 4 been out?
Well,
Well, the new
over a
Matrice.
year,
Yeah, see, there you go.
a little
Makes
over a year.
makes plenty of sense. DJI keeping in with their timeline.
It's funny because the Mavic 3 Enterprise is still going strong.
More than likely, TJ, I'm thinking between 85 and 10K myself. Honestly, just with the lenses alone, that camera alone. We're not even talking the RTK unit. We already know that's
Hmm.
six, that's $500 to $800 depending on where you get it, and it's coming built into.
Hmm.
Let's see, lidar units. Let's see what the price of that external lidar unit is.
Well, it might replace the. Well, I don't know if it'll replace the pricing of the next drone up that was out, which was that. What was that? The 30.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, most definitely.
Because that's about due for a new upgrade.
You know, that makes a lot of sense.
You know, it's just like you remember when, and I always use this as a good example. It's like the when the Camry was like the second. It wasn't even a thought about car in Toyota's fleet,
Hmm.
and it became more prestigious as they got rid of certain models and came out with what. So they had the Solara and those other cars that came out after, and then they come out with the whole Lexus line, which helped boost the sales of the Camry.
Okay.
So they were able to take, just like in the car industry, you just trickle down your features and make the lower models more expensive.
Bob Casey asked the question: What do you think? What do you think will be the next new features on the Air 4?
Well, the Air 4, I mean,
Definitely lidar.
well, yeah, that's where everything is going now.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, even if we could get the Air 4, it's probably not a drone I would purchase. I bought the what was it, the Air 2S, and it was cool. But the thing that for me with a drone is just like any other camera because it's a flying camera. I like to have the three aspect ratios of the camera available at my use. And the Air series is a drone with a point and shoot camera.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's
You know, Bob
manipulated in
Casey's
video with the what do you call it? The filters.
Bob
Other than
Casey's
that,
the second person that said something about a new radio tonight, and I'm thinking,
well,
starting to think the same thing, Herman, with this
whenever
Matrice
whenever
and
there's
the
a
four.
new series of drones, they do upgrade the radio.
To the OcuSync 5, maybe. I'm
Or
just
is it
saying.
4 plus plus?
Oh yeah, or 4 OcuSync 4 Lite or 4 Plus, which is really preparing you for OcuSync 5. But you know DJI gets you hooked, and then when you get in on that operating system, they come out with a new version, a new radio. They,
And and it's all crazy because we're just talking about these drones and the fact is we won't be able to get any of them here in the States.
that's true. None of that. None of that stuff. I hey Jim.
It's like building your Amazon wish list.
Yeah. Just to see it, you'd have to change the country code on Amazon so you could see it on the Canadian websites. You know. But to be honest, between that new Matrice and the Air 4, I honestly think, and I hope it's not true, but I think they may be getting ready, almost ready to go to OcuSync 5. If you follow the pattern, OcuSync usually hangs around for about 2 to 3 years.
Really?
The Mac, yeah, look how quick.
They don't change it till after they come out with the new Mavic.
Look at the Matrice series. That's a whole new.
Yeah, but it's enterprise.
True, true, true. Oh, well, you can forget about seeing anything consumer. What do you talk about? Consumer? They ain't making no more consumer drones. They just came out with an eVTOL. We did a story on that last week,
Well,
remember?
they're gonna do consumer drones because they're a consumer drone company. But other than
Well, I
that,
mean, we won't be able to get any
you
consumer
won't
drones
you
here
won't
in the
be able to
United
get any
States.
of the
Enterprise stuff
enterprise
either.
stuff either.
Yeah,
Shoot, you can't even get a camera. And
that's true.
they're going after the shell companies that produce even the cameras.
True. That's true. All of those Osmo versions, the
Now you know it's
WAO, the
funny.
WAO, all of them they're selling on Tmall.
I was
All of that.
talking to a woman who I know is a customs agent, and she
Okay.
swore to me that DJI was still being allowed to come into the country. I was like,
Yeah. Okay. I refuse to believe that. You got to show me them taking it off a plane, and I don't mean in 2024.
well, you know what's funny? She did mention that there were people coming from other countries who were trying to smuggle DJI products into the country.
Oh, get out of here!
Yeah,
Really?
they tried to declare it as one thing, and when they open it and they find that there's a drone in there, like, well, why didn't you just say you had a drone?
Right. You're right. Plain and simple. I
Because
have a drone in my bag, and usually if I have a drone on me, I'm carrying it in my carry-on.
which I find to be interesting because you're allowing people to come from other countries with DJI equipment that you know that they need a Part 107 or pass the trust test to be able to fly this thing here in the country. Then you want to know why they were caught at different FIFA venues
Yeah.
flying these things. Listen, who knows? She did also say that a lot of those people were probably American citizens with those drones.
Okay. 4 years.
What happened?
No, Eldon was saying the Air series, you save a few dollars with the Maverick series. Features scaled down just a little bit. Still great products, just as good. I was just letting Eldon know I agree. That they're
You
not
could
old.
not tell a photographer that.
They're not old. More to me, old in the drone community is more than 4 years. DJI switches out every 3.
You know that?
What happened?
You can't tell a photographer that.
Oh yeah, yeah. You'd be getting into an argument with that. Definitely.
Because either you know how to take a picture or you don't.
True. Let's see, Eldon goes, I'm a photographer. Yeah, I know. So you have to know and appreciate. Love how the Air 3S handles high winds, stable as can be. That's the future. Or it still is the future, just not here in the States.
What, the Air 3S?
The Air 3S or anything after it. Well, anything after the Air 3S, I should say. So the Air 4.
Listen, I know that these drones are rated to fly in certain wind speeds,
Yeah.
but I'm a realist on this because I shoot a lot of video.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't.
Well, you can't get a steady picture on the windy day. That's true. You definitely cannot.
They'll be able to fly, yes, but shooting good, clean video, no, they don't. Not in high wind.
Well, you get gimbal warnings now.
You've
Good
always
morning,
had
Rob.
gimbal warnings.
With the wind. TJ saying the Mavic 4 Pro, that's a beefy machine. That is a beefy drone. It's bigger than the Mavic 3.
Shit's a thermos. You see the size of that shit?
He said it's a thermos. It's a flying thermos. That's funny. Good morning, Rob and Sue in Australia. How are you?
It's kind of shaped like Josie and the Pussycats in outer space. That
You remember their rocket? Yeah. You remember Josie and the Pussycats rocket? I never thought of that.
which is the same one that they had from when those women supposedly went out into space and the door fell off
Yeah, yeah.
when they came back. No, but yeah, it is. It's a pretty good size drone. Just like the what was that? The M30. That's a good size drone.
Yeah, they are beefy, I must admit. But on a consumer level, that Mavic 4 is the beefiest thing they've ever done.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
with the big microphone style camera.
Yes, exactly. This didn't come out right. That didn't come out the way I wanted it to. So that's
What
sorry.
happened?
I was asking Chat GPT to do something for me.
Oh, here
And
we
it
go.
decided to do what it
Here
wanted.
we go. Leave them things alone.
You know, in a bunch, you can ask it to do stuff like that.
Leave those things alone before they come get you.
Here
How
we
you
go.
doing there,
Here we
Andrew?
go. Here we go. It's funny you say that.
What?
It's funny you say that because, hold on, let me share the screen real quick. You said it looked like those of you who don't know who Josie and the Pussycats, wait a minute, is that a window? What the hell happened? I lost it.
Yeah, good.
Oh, damn.
I told you it's the same rocket. What was it, Bezos and his
It's a window.
girlfriend and all of them
Yeah.
supposedly was in. Bozos and his girlfriend and all other
Mm-hmm.
supposedly went into space in the same.
Anyway, Google Josie and the Pussycats rocket, and you'll get it.
No, there was two
In
different
fact,
shows.
Oh,
It was the one in outer space.
true. That's true.
What?
Windows. Here it is. I found it, Herman. Here we go.
He had the
Here we go.
Wow.
It's Josie and the Pussycats rocket. Now look at at the Mavic 4 Pro. Tell me that they didn't get that design and add wings to it. You brought it up. I just had to see the similarity, bro. We got 10 minutes to
Anyhow.
sponsor an FPV
What
Corner.
I wanted to get into next
Yeah.
was the good old people at the FCC,
Uh-huh.
Lawrence. 2 more drones supposedly has escaped the FCC's foreign drone ban. As you know, the FCC has their come up in December with this list, or I should say December last year, with this list of companies that the FCC has announced that foreign drones and the critical components would be put on this
AMG.
national security covered list. So apparently, right, there are 2 new companies, 2 drone systems that have been approved, right, conditionally approved. So basically, what's this? Exity Global Parts Corporation
Yeah.
and Parallel Flight Technology. They've received this exemption, making them what now, the 17th, 16th, and the 17th
The 17th, yeah.
companies now with this exemption, keeping them off of the covered list of equipment with critical components coming into the country. Now, I don't know what the criteria is, or is it just that you just have to be not DJI and Autel and sellable to make this covered list?
Yeah.
So apparently, from what was it, starting as the belt made an announcement on July 21st that FCC has said that the approvals would no longer have expirations.
Right.
So that takes place as of the end of the year. So anyone who has gotten this exemption, that there's no expiration on it. Now, that doesn't mean that these companies could do whatever they want. They still have to meet certain criteria.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how you feel about this, but I know
Well, it's funny you ask how I feel about it, because my thing is that the story also went on to say, but he said it very, very in like 2 sentences, but this is what I got out of it, that what happens when the administration changes? Will some of these rules be turned around? Will DJI be allowed to come back into the United States under a new administration? Or are they going to keep DJI blackballed? I honestly believe they're going to keep DJI blackballed, because if DJI comes back, these other companies aren't going to make any money.
that's the thing, we said this about 2 months ago when what was that? I think it was the chairman of the FCC had said that made it quite known that it was an economical thing, and that DJI actually hurts these other companies, because if given the choice, the American people will choose DJI. For the price, for the capability.
Yes. And I mean,
And
no
we
matter
need you to pay twice as much or 3 times as much for less capability.
right, because no matter what drone you build, what features it has, I'm sure DJI go into the magic closet and put out something a quarter to half the price of what you have there, and work even better.
Well, I think that their
DJI just built an
research and
eVTOL, bro.
I
It
think their
started.
research and development is they got a lot of money.
Unsurpassed.
They got a lot of money right now, and
Money in tech,
things
yeah.
that they can do that a lot of these other companies can't do, and they're so popular now that all they have to do is put it out.
True.
We'll all talk about it, and we'll all go buy it. Even if you tell people that it's a editing nightmare, and then you run out and buy it, people are still going to go and buy it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
That is true, definitely.
So I don't know. What do you think?
Um, I'm 100% behind the United States getting into the drone game. I just wish that it wasn't all enterprise and work, work, work. What got
Um,
us into what it got us all into drones were those consumer drones. Now
well,
we fly
truthfully speaking,
enterprise.
you're right. You're right on that. But you know what it is too? They should have gotten into the game a lot sooner. And I
Yeah,
think that the United States happens to be a place where we get fixated and focused in one aspect and in one area, and we don't think that broad. When it comes to these things, we just let things go. And now what happened was the United States used the popularity and the recklessness of recreational pilots against DJI.
well, I actually said this in a comment on someone's page, and they were like, wow, I can't believe after all these years of flying drones, we're being forced out of the drone game. And I was like, you have to realize, and you said this, Herman, 8 years ago, and it's come true. You have to realize they tested all of this stuff. I've watched obstacle avoidance go from infrared to freaking using a camera. I've watched drone batteries go from 11 minutes time to almost an hour. All right. I've watched a lot of technology advance in the drone game. And guess what? We were all the crash test dummies.
No,
At least that's how I feel
no,
about it.
no, not
Because now
really.
they're taking everything that you tested
No,
out from under you.
no, no. That's not what's
We
happening.
got 3 minutes till sponsor.
That's not what's happening. What's happening is when you talk about obstacle avoidance was always had cameras. They also integrated cameras with infrared
Yeah,
because you had drones that had cameras as well as infrared when drones
right.
first started to have obstacle avoidance because the first drone with the obstacle avoidance at the consumer level was the Phantom 4 Pro.
Yes,
Had
exactly.
infrared on the side and you had cameras front and rear.
Hmm.
Now, you
And
weren't
Sonic on the bottom.
you
Sonic
weren't you
equals.
weren't used as a test for anything because you can still buy these products. You just can't buy them here. If you listen to what
True.
I said, this country used the recklessness of recreational pilots. The
Yep.
need to have to be, the need to have to be in a specific place to get that shot, the need to. They told you plain as day, 90 some odd percent of the drones that we have seen
Yeah.
and we have analyzed in areas where they should not be were DJI drones.
Yeah. The Bob
So,
Casey's. Go
what am
ahead.
I saying? The recklessness of recreational pilots, because I was even told, like I said, I spoke to a customer. The recklessness of recreational pilots helped cause this.
True. And it's sad but
That
true. If
and the
Bob
fact
Casey
that
says,
if I want to sell American drones, I cannot have DJI around because
it was their drones that were used.
because no, because if given the choice, you're going to keep buying the DJI drones and I won't sell any. I'm forcing you to buy American made drones. And by doing that and having no American company that has recreational drones, I can eventually get rid of the recreational recklessness.
True. Very true.
So, with that being said, we got a sponsor and then we can go into FPV Corner. Let's
Yeah.
get a sponsor in real quick and we go to FPV Corner.
Okay, gotcha.
Drone a Deer. If you're Part 107 and you're looking to scale your operations, and you just want to get out and do all the work and leave all the office work to someone else, then Drone a Deer is for you. Tools to make you a more knowledgeable pilot. This is where you can book appointments, show off your work, keep all your records. And actually, if this is something that you are looking for as a Part 107 pilot, then Drone Dare is for you. Check out the link in the description. Drone Dare, it's for you. And we're back.
Okay.
So, Lawrence, who do we actually have? Now, before we get into who we have in or on FPV pilot,
Yeah.
keep in mind that once you say the name of the pilot, that the system's automatically going to just trigger the introduction.
Okay. All right. Well, tonight on FPV Corner, we have Panama Poppy FPV. Some of you know him as Winston. Some of you know him as FPV. Panama Poppy FPV. I kind of muffed that intro, but sorry, bro.
How are you guys?
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Happy to be here.
I'm good, man. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you coming on FPV Corner. This may be a first for you, and I know you was happy. He told his boss. Tell him the story that your boss thought before you introduce yourself.
All right. Well, I got into the hobby by watching a friend of mine and some random videos online, and once I got into that was it. I loved it.
Oh, no! I wanted you to tell him what your boss thought. And he was like, I'm going to be on the podcast.
I told him about the podcast. And right away, he was like, "Wait, you going to another job? You having an interview?" Yeah. As soon as I told him that there was an interview tonight as a podcast, he was confused. He was just like, "Wait, you going to work somewhere else?"
His boss thought he was leaving Herman for another job, going on an interview. But anyway, let everyone know where you're from, what you fly. Let us know something about you.
I was born and raised in Panama. I've been here since '97, and I love New York. I lived in Vegas also. My current
what part of
drone
Panama?
mainly. Yeah, I was born and raised in Panama.
What
My
part?
main drone.
What part? Because Herman has Panamanian blood in him too.
Oh, okay. I was raised in Rio Abajo, Panama.
Okay. My family's from Colón.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's not far. Yeah.
Okay,
when I was a kid,
right.
I went plenty of times. Loved it.
I decided to keep that little bit of information from you two. Thought y'all would have a bonding moment there.
Yeah,
So-
right there. That's cool to know. That's cool.
Yes. I didn't even
have
say
run
anything.
into other Panamanian pilots too, and I'm in a group which is the Panama FPV Panama Society, which it's like 27 pilots, which it used to be more, but I don't know, some reason it's less than what it used to be. It used to be like 64,
Okay.
but pilots all over Panama. And when I was in Panama, I got to meet one, which later on I found out he was in the same school that I was when I was in Panama.
Oh, get out.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sister just got back last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
no,
See?
I last time I was there was 2024. I would like to go
Okay.
back, but gotta save some money.
Okay, that's what's up. Now, what do you fly? Are you digital? Are you analog? Do you fly digital and analog? Because I saw your collection on the wall, and I was like,
My main
Damn.
thing is digital. I do have like little tiny whoops, which they're analog, but my main thing is as in the Apex. It used to be Apex, but now I turned it into an Apex. I also have this, which is the Speedy B. What is it called? Master 5, which I've been flying with, and this one is waterproof. Actually, I could go underwater.
really? That frame is waterproof? It's enclosed?
Yes, I actually put it underwater just to test it out. But yeah, the 04 Pro is I completely cracked it open, and I was able to code up everything. And
nice.
the camera, but yeah, everything in there is actually pretty coded. I was supposed to go to this place. Actually, I'm going next week, and I'm gonna do some underwater videos. It's in
Nice.
Catskills.
Okay,
And then
so
I have,
you got a splash drone. You can
Yeah.
hit the water and
Yep.
go under.
The water is completely clear. You can see actually everything underwater, the rocks and everything, you know. So
Oh, nice. Have you
yeah,
done this
if you look,
before?
say it again.
Have you done that before?
No, I only done it in the tub. Put it that way, you know, tested it
No,
out.
no. Listen, it's better to test it in the tub than to find out
Yep.
it went under. Then you'd be like, why is it dark?
And then right here is the Mark V. I've been rocking the Mark V for a while. I
Okay.
love this frame. I beat this thing up as much as I can. And yeah, I also have other tiny whoops. Like I have the M2. This is by Max, Mac frame.
Which
M2.
is okay.
It's a 2 inch. It's a 2 inch ripper.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, quick
Uh,
question.
yeah.
What is your favorite? Which is your
Uh,
favorite?
I'm gonna say the Advocacy. Like I said, it used to be an Apex, and now it's an Advocacy. But yes,
All right. All right.
I could take
And,
off this off and put an action camera on it. You know, I usually use
okay.
the DJI Action 2.
How long have you been flying?
I started back in 2021. I started with I think it was a Thompson 65, something like that. Um, I
Okay.
took I took it out, and the wind took it away. Now I'm moving after that day when I lost it. I'm moving, right, and the neighbor comes after that same day. Me going around knocking on the door, like, "Hey, if you find my drone, let me know." 3 years later, the day that I'm moving to a new place, he comes and knocks on my door, and he's like, "Hey, I found your drone." 3 years,
Wow.
and
3 years
that was an
later?
FPV. It was
Huh?
yeah, it was just a little bootleg drone, you know, just trying to start off, and from there I went to the DJI, the Mavic Air 2, and from there I got into FPV, the
Hmm.
DJI
Right.
FPV, you know, the potato.
Okay. Now you say you fly digital now. Do you fly just O four? You fly O four and O three,
I do have all three.
or other types like Vista? Because I have.
This one right here has the all three in it.
Okay.
Yep, that's I only got two quads that got a O three, and
Oh, you converted everything over then.
the Soundlog 20. This one has a O three also.
The Sinlog 20. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
this is more like a cinematic, you already know, but I
Yeah,
love that
yeah,
little thing.
yeah. Now, do you fly solo or do you fly
I
with a
I
group of
do go. I
guys?
do go and hang out with some of my friends. You know, I have one that recently met because I started posting videos online on the Facebook town page, right? And I guess
Yeah.
his daughter reached out to him. He's like, "Oh, Dad, this guy's doing the same thing you do. He's flying FPV." And then little did I know that my wife and his wife were working together.
Oh, get out of here. What are the
Yeah,
odds of
Ray,
this?
Ray FPV. Yep, he lives here in town. But yeah, I go to places to fly with friends. I love it.
All right. Okay.
You know?
Okay. Now, I had some stuff for anyone. Your Instagram, your Facebook, your YouTube is all in the description. So even if people don't watch it, they can go to the
And the
description.
TikTok.
'Cause
Yeah.
and your
Okay.
TikTok is in the description, so they can just click on the link and go find you. I've been, I have a couple of videos here. I have one, a, a night flying video.
Oh yeah, which one from TikTok?
This one is on YouTube. It's a short. It's a
Okay,
night
yeah,
video. I had some questions to ask you about it. It's short. We have to kill all music because YouTube and their stupid copyright
yeah.
infringement
No
thing.
worries.
But give me a second. I want you to explain this camera setup, how you got the camera to work this way. Is there some kind of trick? Because
Okay.
I can't tell if I can't tell if this was done using if this was done using the a filter, not a filter, but like a LUT or what. Now that moving
I
around really fast there is a drone, but
yeah,
sped up. I see.
yep.
This right here looks like old school infrared. Is this an actual infrared camera,
It's
or is
it's
that
the
what you
night
did?
vision. Okay. Yeah,
Which
that
one?
one is the Eagle. What is it called? Night vision one. I have it on two drones. I have a 3 inch and I have a 5-inch. The one that you saw on that video is this guy right here.
Yeah, we're
I-
showing that video actually. I'm showing that video actually right now.
Yeah. I also right there where I'm flying. I work there. I used to be full time. Now,
This building here.
yes, I work around the whole property. We do maintenance on the property, cut grass.
Okay,
You
so
know.
if you get stuck up on the roof, you can go get your own shit.
Oh yeah,
And you know what
that's
this
the good
looks
thing
like?
about. Yeah,
Huh?
and that's exactly in the town where I live. That thing is 2 minutes up the road.
Okay, so they're used to you buzzing the place.
Yeah.
What made you think
I hit up my
about
boss.
trying night vision? though?
Looks like Kings Park.
It looks like Kings Park and half of Pilgrim. Like you cut the building of Pilgrim in half.
It has the same, I guess, architecture that who built, I guess, all these buildings.
Okay.
Same. Yep.
And you said you have two birds
Yeah,
that,
they have night vision. There's
that have
3-inch.
night vision.
This
because-
is Apex 3-inch, and then this is a Mark 5 with a night vision. This is the Night Eagle HD, the camera that's on
And
it.
that works with what goggles?
I have it set up for my goggles V2.
Now I was wondering, I was going to ask that because
Because it has a Vista, yes.
I'm about to get the goggles too. I have the goggles V2. I'm about to get the Integra because the Integra plays 03, 04, and Vista units.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about. I just got an Nevada 360 from DJI, right?
Okay.
But so I needed an 04 radio. So that's 04. So what I'll use that if I get the Integra goggles, I'll be able to fly my 03, my Polar Vista, and I'll be able to fly 04 units using this radio and the Integra goggles.
I have only one Vista set up for the goggles too. Everything else, I still use the V2s because that's where I started at mainly. And randomly I do use it, but recently I've been just with the 04 Pro digital, and I just enjoy it with that mainly.
Honestly, do you notice the difference between the 04 and the 03?
I feel like the 03 is
Because-
pretty dark, and then the 04 has a lighter view, especially at night. With the 03, you cannot fly at night. It's pretty
Yeah,
hard.
no, definitely not. It doesn't do well in low light.
Yeah, it's pretty
It
bad.
definitely doesn't.
Yep.
Now they
What do
need.
you guys like flying mainly?
Well, Herman's the camera drone guy. I started out with camera drones and I got into FPV. I've been
Okay.
flying 9 years. I have the V2 goggles. I have a Mr. Croc. I have a FRC. I have quite a few at FR 7-inch, but that's on Vista. Now that I know the goggles, the Integra and the goggles too, fly Vista and 03 units. It's a toss-up between them, but I don't want to get the goggles too. They're old. I'd rather get the Integra goggles
Yeah. Yep.
because they're only a few dollars. It's only like $50 or $60 more than
Difference.
the
Yeah.
goggles too. It's just a matter of time because that's what's been stopping me from going to 04. I didn't have anything. I didn't have a radio, and I don't have the goggles. Now I have a radio I can fly 04 with, and I just need to step up and get the goggles.
My latest radio is the TX15, and I love that little radio. They have newer things now. The one with what is it, the 12 or what is it? Not TX.
Mhm.
It's one of the newer ones that has a screen and you can see while you're flying. I forgot what the name was.
Someone they must have been interested in the night vision. Thank you, Bob Pacey, because someone put the same spot. Okay.
Oh, yeah?
The same spot except during the day. And I was just getting ready to queue up a video, so I will actually take this one and queue it up. And you can let me know, wait a minute. Rippin, there it is. Rippin FPV. Here it is. Let me know if you still see it on screen because I'm trying to make the screen expand. How can I
Okay.
blow the screen up? Like they're not letting me do it. Okay. But
Yeah.
this
that's
is the same spot during the daytime.
Yeah. Yep.
See, you get a real time mark on it. While I'm watching, I might as well click like, right?
Like I said, it's I have a video that it shows you from me leaving my house and how long it takes me to the smokestack, and I swear to God, it's like 2 minutes, not even, just about. And
Okay.
that's my closest bando, if you know. And I also fly at the hospital, which is in the back, but that's actually inside the property. And they usually kick everybody out of there. But I have permission, like with my boss. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go fly back there, and that's it.
Now, see, that's what's up. You kind of have your own personal bando.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because the
That's
hospital is
cool.
actually inside the property, and they usually just kick everybody out. They don't want nobody back there.
Understandable, but since
Yeah,
you work there, you get
yeah.
you get to hang out
Enjoy.
and have enjoy the fun of it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's real interesting. Um, Now, hey, Manuel Vega, yo, shout out Panama. Someone someone said
E-man.
something about a shout out, and I
That's my
told you I
homie. I
would
love that
make
dude,
sure I
man.
give you a chance. You want to
Yeah, yeah.
shout out your boys while you while you're still on? We still have
All
about
right.
a couple of
All right.
minutes left.
I give a shout out to Nelson Sepulveda, Nick Galante, Joseph Dahari, Jay Rivera. Those are when I first started, I would bother all these poor guys all the time. Like, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Um, I want to say also, Psycho, FPV, E-Man, Ray FPV, Tatico, Benny, Max, Big Will, Kit Liam, Merck, Manti, Brooklyn, Smurf,
Because
Rod,
they're in the
uh,
chat. They're in the chat. Okay, hold on. You might have forgot one. Matt, did you mention Matt?
Raw, Raw,
Matthew
Tyler.
Smith?
Huh? Oh,
Matthew
he's in there.
Smith? Yeah, yeah. I didn't
That's
want you to forget him. He's the only one you didn't
Yep,
mention.
Matt. Thank you, thank you. I
Okay.
got Smurf. Oh wait, sorry, I already said that. Tito FPV, RC Randy, Quad Kev, um, the Sodium Free, which is Nate, uh,
Okay.
Supply FPV. I got Francisco Lander, Ben's Den, Brian Rock, my sponsor T Hobby, the FPV Panama Society, and
Okay.
Christian Molina.
All right. Well, I'm saying this while all your boys are on in the chat now. If you want to come on the live stream and get on here and be interviewed, hit me up.
Yeah.
Panama will put you in touch with me. I always need someone during the week to come on and talk shop. Now, here's the question that I need to start asking everybody. I know the answer already because I've seen a few of your videos. Are you a pincher or are you a thumber?
I'm a
And why?
I think it's
And why?
from day one, just playing video games. I think I even tried what was it, Ace Comeback, which it was just a flying game also.
Mhm.
And I have always been thumb. I don't know. I feel from pinching. I feel really weird trying to fly like that. Feels off more like.
Okay, okay. I'm just saying what's up, FPV Smurf. Let me see. How many of you boys in here? FPV Smurf,
Yep.
Emmanuel. Let's see.
Yep.
Emmanuel's still there. Matt Smith. You had a few people came by to support you. That's good. That's what's up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's what we want to do. We want people to come in and hang out during FPV Corner. It's a 20 to 25 minute interview. You get to talk shop, like you're hanging out with the boys. You get to show off some of your birds. And the best of all is you can come back and screen record your interview,
Okay.
and put it in the archives,
Okay. Nice.
So I just want to let you know, we have a couple of minutes left. Let me see what else I can find. What else? What else did I have set up?
I feel
Oh,
like a lot of times I post more like on TikTok more than anything.
I have a TikTok loaded. It's funny you should say that. I'll let
Because
you know
I
which
feel like I
one it.
post there more than anything.
Well, it's there's nothing wrong. It's good. It's just on some formats, it's hard to blow up the screen. Like here, I'm limited to what I could do. But where's this spot? If you can see it on the screen next to my photo, next to our on the video
You
screen,
didn't bring it
looks
up
like
yet.
Yeah, it's
a
not. It's
football
not
field.
showing up.
It's
You
you're
didn't
not.
bring it up.
Oh, we're not. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. Let me
No problem.
pause this and go back and do that over. That's my bad. Panama. There we go. Share. Can you see that?
No, you made
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
That one is the high school that is right up the road here in Wingdale. It's Dover High School,
Okay. And
and
I'm assuming this is on a weekend or something, right?
yeah, that's when I meet up with my friend Ray FPV and fly with him at the high school. It's just it's right there. It's not far,
Okay.
but
What are you flying
it,
here?
and shout out to Ray. He just retired.
Oh, nice. Shout out to anyone who
Right.
just retired. Hell. What rig are you flying now?
Right there, I was flying the Adpex, the 5-inch.
Okay.
This guy right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they can only see full screen until I shrink the
But I
window
also
down
had
and
a
stuff.
DJI Action 2 mounted onto that camera that I have right here, the DJI Action 2. I had it
Okay.
mounted on this, yeah.
All right. This was shot on an Action too. All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
Now, what do you prefer as far as video? Do you prefer DJI camera, or do you prefer a GoPro for
I
your?
started with GoPro, but I feel like GoPros are just way too heavy. And it's harder to find now the DJI Action 2, but I still rock that. I had probably 6. Now I'm down to 4. Um, and
Okay.
but I have 2 that actually work out of the 4.
All
Because I
right.
beat 'em
Well,
up.
that's not bad. It's not
Yeah.
bad at all.
Yep.
I mean, that's a
Usually,
lot
like,
more than some.
yeah. Usually the what is it, cable that's inside that just plugs into the camera unplugs pretty easily sometimes. So I just throw some glue onto it. But here's an example of one of them that I have just sitting out here.
Oh,
Yep.
God. Okay. Where? Bring it back up. Let me see. What did you
Here.
have? I was in another window.
See, like the cable inside of the Action 2
Just came.
pops.
Okay.
Yeah, it pops up pretty easily, and I have some that I had to crack open to put glue back on.
All
But
right.
yeah,
And the glue seems to keep them in place.
yeah, yep,
That's I had no idea about that in the
yeah.
with the with the action cameras. Period. I had no
Yeah.
idea they did that.
But yeah, I've been using DJI Action 2 since they came out, and that's like my main camera to go to.
All right. That's what's
Yeah.
up. Oh, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat. I didn't see what was going on. There's somebody timed out your boy Emmanuel. What happened?
What happened?
I'm trying to see right now what's going on.
Unless
We
that
don't-
happened by accident. Where is he?
either Emmanuel and Brad or Nemesis, because it said he was timed out. Why did you time him out, B-Rad? He was in here supporting the Panama Poppy on FPV Corner. Oh, he didn't mean to. Okay, so tell your boy Emmanuel, don't take it personally. He got timed out by mistake. He's like, yo, why the fuck you kick me out, man? Tell him don't be angry. Don't be
Yeah.
mad.
No
That
problem,
was
no
done.
problem.
That was done by mistake. I was just wondering. No worries, B-Rad. He didn't mean to. Sometimes if you go to click on them, to go to look at the if you click the 3 dots on YouTube to go look at their profile, you
Yeah.
can, as an admin, you can time out somebody.
Oh,
So
shit.
okay, so you have to tell them sorry about that. We apologize.
Yeah, no problem.
I think it's for like 300 seconds or something weird like that. Anything you want to say or mention before you get out of here, man? First, I want to tell you,
I wanted to say thank you,
put your homeboys
Lawrence
on.
and Herman. I appreciate you guys for having me here.
Thank you.
Anytime I will be always happy to come back. And
No, that would be
Herman.
great.
Finding out you got Panamanian blood in you, that's pretty cool, man.
All right.
Listen, even your friends, I'll even interview someone if they can sync up the time zones from other countries.
Oh
You
yeah,
say you got some people down in Panama. If they
Oh,
know
yeah.
the difference between Panama time and Eastern Standard Time, I'm
it's
down.
only an hour difference. It's 5 over
Oh
there.
shit! Oh, okay. Well, you got to give me a list of people I can hit up, man.
Okay.
You know?
Do you guys know any Spanish at all?
A little bit.
I can only curse you out.
All right.
That's about it, though.
I'll try to get my full
Okay,
bedroom to come on
you got
board
to
with
speak.
this.
There is one requirement. You got to speak English.
Okay.
Okay. 'Cause, if
No problem.
it, thank you, man, for coming on. We
Thank you.
appreciate you for
Thank
spending
you
time
guys.
on FPV
Appreciate you
Corner.
guys, and hopefully I
Um,
get to see you guys again.
Oh
Yes.
no, definitely you'll hear from me again. Definitely. Don't around the holiday time. I'm going to try and have a couple of special FPV corners and have some people come on. Maybe you come on and drink some coquito with us, and and say happy holidays or whatever. You
Okay.
know. All right, man. Thank you for coming on.
All
Um,
right, guys.
we
Appreciate it.
appreciate you
Thank you.
and
Same here.
be
Same here.
safe out there. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. See, that was
That was
fun.
cool.
Now, what's happening here? Okay.
Well,
Something weird. Something weird
what
happened.
happened? To you?
No, on the screen.
Oh. Well, keeping in line with FPV lunch, you remember the Clover FPV system?
Yeah.
Well, the Clover FPV system, the interchangeable VTX with one camera, you can move it from drone to drone, from RC to RC, and even on your planes, whatever one RC craft that you want to put it on. For 15% off at checkout, use those guys for 15% off on checkout.
I'm trying to send
What
a
happened?
message. Oh, click on the three dots, bro, to get out of. It's somewhere. I think it's on the right side. There's three dots to exit. Or oh, here it is. I don't know. There it is. Okay, cool. All right.
You got it?
Sorry about that.
So, moving right along, one thing
Yeah.
that I wanted to mention to you next, or talk about next, was something that I know has been going on for quite some time now. It's recently, I wouldn't say it recently started, it's probably going on now maybe almost a year. And the reason for it has been going on for quite some time. But NYPD drones track subway surfers.
Yeah.
The subway surfing thing has been a craze for a little while now, and it's really becoming a nuisance. Some of these kids are really getting hurt. Some of them are dying. Some of them are being damaged for life with this
Yeah.
subway surfing.
Happened to a girl last week. She was damaged. for
And
life.
you know, the police now have, in recent time, the last few months or so, almost a year, have been using drones to track these individuals and to find how they've been able to get into the system and able to do these things. The NYPD, like I said, they used their drones to track subway surfers, and 5 teens were arrested. The NYPD has also released some of the footage that was used to help catch these teens. On July 20th at 4 p.m. or 4:13 p.m., a police drone spotted 6 people riding on top the southbound B train. Now, I don't. Many of you here in the chat are not familiar with the train. The B train is like right up the street here. It runs through this. That's how. When I saw these pictures, I knew exactly where they were
Yeah.
from
Right.
actually riding the train for so many years. But at Newkirk Plaza and in Kings Highway, they actually tracked these teens, and they were able to track them and see their whereabouts and how they actually get onto the tracks.
Right.
But there was
Because these trains are parked up. These trains are parked up, or past an area where people's backyards are right there. You can walk through your backyard right onto the
that's
track.
the train that goes right behind Midwood Field, Lawrence.
Oh, okay. I know exactly where it
That's
is.
the train that comes right here.
Wow.
So, yeah, two of these kids were 12 and 14 years of
Yeah.
age.
Sad.
The officers happened to, like I said, they used the drone footage to track these teens and to see their whereabouts and how they go and come and get onto the trains and how they are actually accomplishing this.
Yeah. So you see how the person's house is clear. They can walk to and from, they walk between the person's
And
house
climb over
and
the
walk,
fence.
climb straight up onto the trains and the tracks.
Right. They were able to track them and they recovered 6 stolen MTA keys from the 14-year-old,
Yeah.
believe it or not. See, these kids are very young and they're out there doing this and they don't realize the danger that they're putting themselves in, nor do they have the respect for the system that they're actually doing this.
Right.
If they had any respect for the system, then they probably wouldn't be up there because they don't know what they are messing with. They take it as
True.
a game, and whatever upbringing that they have, they seem to get the thrill of the notoriety of talking about these things.
They're doing it for likes because at one time it was popular for YouTube to show these kids subway surfing on New York City trains.
Well, see,
And it became a fad across the country.
Well, this is why I said if we stop talking about it and reporting it on the news and making a big deal out of it, it'll go away. Just keep cleaning up the carcasses and
And eventually go away. And it's
eventually
sad
go
because
away.
this happened, and just last week, a girl she didn't get killed, but she got damaged permanently because she was riding on top of the A train from the town I grew up in into Broad Channel, and there was an overhead roof. And all I can say is they showed a dent in that overhead roof, and her body folded over, and she was hunched over the car. They thought she was dead. They didn't know she was still alive until they went to move her. And she screamed so loud, everyone knew she was alive. And her friends that were with her, FYI, because there was a group of them, her friends that were with her got off the train and ran.
Of course they did. They don't want to get in trouble.
And all it is for likes. Now someone did try to sue YouTube to prevent them, Herman, from showing subway surfing videos on YouTube. But they are popular on Instagram and a few other places that have not stopped it. So it's still a fad, and people know you can die doing it. But at least these kids getting arrested and will stop them from, hopefully it'll stop them from doing it, Herman.
Well,
And maybe
it
one of
won't
those
stop.
5 kids would not have gotten killed,
It
which
won't
is what
stop.
happened.
It won't stop until we stop publicizing it on the news.
I agree. If you cut off all media access.
Right. Cut off all of the media access to it, and it'll go away. They'll just
It
be
sounds mean, but
they'll
it's
just
not.
be out there dying in vain, and they'll eventually stop.
Right. Once they see, okay, no one's getting famous, no one's getting any likes, it was a stupid challenge, and then it went crazy. And it's not just here in New York. And I want to point out, New York City has one of the most expensive and largest municipal drone forces in the United States.
Do they?
We use more drones per square foot than any place in the United States. And the police, I'm sorry, NYPD does. And we'll get into that story a little later.
Do we?
Yes, we do. It's a fact.
Okay. Well, all I know is that if you stop reporting these kids stop reporting it, showing it on the news, stop telling the stories, stop interviewing the parents, just stop it all. It'll eventually go away because the parents of these kids, they get on TV and they talk and they are so sorry that this is what happened to their child after their child is hurt. But once again, your child was brought up to not have any respect for the system that they're disturbing.
Right. I mean, if the kid gets killed, then the parents like, "Oh, my child, You should put gates up to keep them from climbing. No, your child should know better, plain and simple. And once again, we're not just talking drums. Thought I'd throw that in there.
Well, the drones led to the whole thing because it was.
We missed a sponsor, our final
No,
sponsor.
we're gonna get the sponsor in just now.
Okay.
We'll get to our next couple of stories that we're gonna talk about, but we'll get it. We'll be right back. Nanook. For 10% off on all Nanook purchases, use Phantom Flight 10. 10% off. If you're looking to protect any DJI Autel drones, they make a case for it. They even do custom cases, maybe even a case for some of the smaller brands drones. But if anything you need protected, jewelries, watches, firearms, anything, they make a case for it. Check them out. The link in the description, Nanook.
There you go.
We're back.
Okay, there you go. But I agree with you, Herman. Stop advertising it and stop reporting it on the news, and they will stop doing it.
Yeah, that subway surfing is bad. It's bad.
Yeah, yeah.
It's bad. It's bad. All around bad. Well, let's switch gears a little bit and let's talk a little Colorado or Colorado, however you want to put it.
Colorado?
Colorado. How
Okay.
rural Colorado is putting drones to work for conservation. Well, Lawrence, what is it going on over in Colorado? Well, the high, the White River and Douglas Creek Conservation District. They're based in Colorado, as we know. What's that? Meeker, Colorado?
Yeah.
They're developing drone service programs aimed at helping agricultural products, I should say, basically, so as that the people who are in agriculture and land managers can make faster, safer, and more informed decisions about the land and the usage of the land.
Okay.
I guess what's happening is they're surveying and doing more comparison of ground and stuff like that, so as that they can make these decisions faster and a little bit more intelligently when it comes to agriculture.
Well, they've come to realize it's cost effective, and the
So it's
fact that
cost-effective.
it's a fact that agriculture is the third largest industry in commercially. Agriculture goes along with delivery. Now, of course, delivery and search and rescue. You know, those topics. It ranks high up there. Agriculture. So adding this technology is helping the farmers dramatically. Everything from telling where their crops are, drying out supposedly, to being able to count acreage easier.
Now we've done similar stories on stuff like this in the past, and talking about the surveying and looking at the land and stuff, learning
Mm-hmm.
from surveying and time, these photos and stuff taken from this time and taken from that time, and see
Yeah.
how things develop on the land and how the soil dries and how it's moisture in this time and stuff like that, and comparing different things. And it goes back to sort of like what we're actually doing now. And this, like I said, I was telling you, I'm working with AI systems. And the AI systems are telling me that there are still contractors out there that need to be educated as to why they actually need drone footage.
Yeah.
This is why that's the direction that if you look at the post that I post, a lot of the AI generators of the AI wants to educate.
It's knowledgeable. It's teachable.
Right, it wants to educate the consumer as to why you need the drones and to why they're actually good for you to use. Whereas that still certain, like I said, certain contractors have drones on site, but they just want for social media presence. They don't care as to why the drone is actually valuable to them.
Right. They don't care about the logistics part of it.
Right.
And that's very important, because getting images of the progression is one part of it. Then you have logistics, and just the fact that you can get all of these things at one time
Mm-hmm.
at the press of a few buttons. You have numbers, right?
Right.
You have measurements, you have heights.
Knowing how to use the material is more so important than anything.
Like a couple of the AI pictures that you did, one of them I like in particular because it shows the staging area for equipment. And it's from a site that we were working on at Lexington Avenue here in Manhattan.
Mhm.
And the AI automatically picked up that this area on the roof that's being worked on is a perfect staging area for work. You mind if I show that picture real quick?
If you feel like it.
I mean, just to give people an example of what we're talking about. Hold on. I have to go here. Minimize that. Press this and hit window. And it should have this window on. There it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. If you guys can see this, you can see this, Herman?
Yeah.
Right here, it shows, okay, there is roofing material and installation here, but
On the lower
also,
roof.
what happened?
On the lower roof.
Yes, on the lower roof, and on the higher roof up here, it goes on to show in detail what's going on. Multiple trades working on the roof, systems and structures. It shows how clean this area is. Somebody can zoom in and say, all right, I can put something in this area right here because I know it's clean. I'll tell them to get rid of that, etc.
That's actually the old template.
Oh, okay. But you guys, you get the general idea what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
It's that.
I created it.
Right. It's that informative for that project manager that doesn't have a clue or doesn't even know.
And those are the
Hey,
things
Quad
that they're
Kev.
doing when, hey, what's going on in Colorado, so is that they can get a better understanding of the earth, the soil, the whatever, so that, you know, agriculture can make, like I said, better decisions. You know, they can make them, you know, faster and safer and not lose money. And then it's also good for using and for not only for right now within the specific amount of time, a month or so,
What's up,
but
Rob?
for the following years. Like, how does it compare from this year to that year? You know, is also the next thing. And when it comes to construction, you can learn from the mistakes that you made this year and not do them again next year.
True.
Like the 3 tons of material you have in the corner that slowed you down from being able to get to the next point.
Yeah. This is true. This is true. And I like it. It simplifies things. Is it something we can use in our business that we're doing? Hell yeah. It makes our job easier. It makes other people's jobs easier. What are we going to next?
Well, is Angie still in the chat? Because
I don't know.
we're coming right to her neighborhood.
Oh yeah. For you Texans.
Well, Zipline, Walmart, drone, parachute into Greenville, Texas streets, landed feet from a pickup truck. Now, on July 26th, everything's happening on the 26th of July. What's going on?
I don't know.
On July 26th, a zipline delivery drone flying for Walmart deployed its emergency parachute over a Greenville, Texas neighborhood. where the drone then drifted to the streets near, what is this, Roy Warren Parkway and John Ramsey Boulevard,
Mm-hmm.
where this thing, like I said, landed 3 feet from a pickup. No one was actually hurt in the whole ordeal, but Zipline was saying, or from what I understand with Zipline,
Yeah.
parachute is the last means of protection with this drone.
From a drone falling out of the sky.
Right. And once it comes to the point of, see, they have all kind of things in place that when things go wrong, the return to home and all the other things. So for a parachute to have to actually deploy with zipline is a real serious thing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I guess the cleanup crews were dispatched to the area where they came and got the drone, but one of the neighbors apparently saw and heard, because she said they fly over her house all the time. And
Right.
this area happens to be, what, 50 miles or northeast of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And she says they fly over her house all the time, and the sound was a little different this time.
Huh.
Where it came down, and
I got a photo to show real
between
quick while you're
her
talking.
and the neighbor, I guess, moved it out of the street.
Yes, yes. Her and the neighbor actually moved this
Yeah, it's
this
actually the same
zipline drone right here.
same
from-
photo from the introduction.
Yes, yes, yes. And what's interesting about it is it goes to show everyone was wondering what would happen if a drone fell from the sky. What would happen if one of these things fell from the sky? And like Herman said, because they do drone delivery, people are quite used to the humming and the buzzing of drones passing overhead. But this one made an exceptionally loud pop. And when she looked up, she saw the drone falling, and a parachute was deployed instantly. Also, I don't think that it was actually there that long, Herman, because I'm sure warning systems went back to the main wherever
Right.
it hit the hub.
It wants to trigger return to home and everything before a parachute is necessary.
Now, to let you know, before that parachute was deployed, it says that P2 drone performs more than 500 safety checks per second.
Now,
Every second, there's more than 500 checks to make sure motors are at right temperature. It's a GPS, redundancy GPS is working.
I get what you're saying, but here's what confused me with that article.
Uh,
You're talking about the P2, the platform 2, and they're
Yes.
showing platform 1.
yes, yes, that is very, very true. That is very, very true. So if you put zip,
You know, because
Fine.
no one talks about zip line and these things more than we do. And, you know what I mean? And I always, because we've been talking about them for years now.
this is true.
But that's platform 1 that you see in the street there with the parachute.
Right. Correct.
Yeah,
that was.
P2 is actually a tethered system. It has a
Mhm. It has the drop down,
a winch
the
system.
little, the little system that drops down.
Yeah.
That is kind of funny, but they were able to recover the drone. The guy he covered it with a tarp like it was a body until they could get it up off the ground. Didn't they say that in the story?
Yes.
The guy arrived and he covered it with a tarp. I just took it as if it was like a body, which I thought was
The
interesting.
neighbors actually moved it out of the street where it had landed 3 feet from one of the other neighbors' pickup truck.
Yeah.
Thank God
And
it didn't
even though-
damage his pickup truck.
Even though she got on the phone to call, because there's a number on the drone. If you find one of these, call this number. Of course, she called, and the guy was already dispatched.
Mm-hmm.
So they say literally that they got
They
there
know where
within
it goes
minutes. Right, but they dispatched someone. Wonder if they slid down a hose into some boots. Yeah, right. like a Batman thing. But I think that's everyone needed to see that, though, Herman.
Well,
Everyone needed to see.
Well, let's look at this, and I'm quite sure this is not the first time that this is happening with Zipline.
No.
I was told about another incident that this had happened over in Texas recently. And honestly, you put up so many flights, have so many flights, eventually something's going to happen. It's just like how the insurance companies rate you. The more you're behind the wheel of your car, the more likely you are to get involved in something.
This is true. This is very true.
You know what I mean? The highly likeliness. Zipline actually, this is part of the reason why Zipline actually started working outside of the United States, because regulatory standards and stuff like that and precautions would not have allowed this. Something like this would have shut Zipline down 5 years ago. 6
True.
years ago.
True.
7
True.
years ago.
Well, think about it. You remember what happened when the first Amazon drone went down? They shut down that program.
And that's more recent than Zipline, when Zipline started
Later
over
drone.
7, 8 years ago.
Yeah, but that was one of their later drones. This drone crashed and did not deploy or shoot.
What?
Now, are they going to start
Okay,
requesting? But well, actually, the drone with Amazon that didn't deploy or shoot, it might have been because it was just taking off, and it may not have had enough time to deploy. But I believe they are supposed to
Didn't need it.
That's what it is. It didn't need it.
No, because what happened is there was an issue on the software when it comes to water
Okay.
and the sensors.
Was that an American-made drone? Yes, Zipline is an American company. John
Yeah, based
John
in
Olson was
California.
asking, was it an American-made drone? Yes, it is. It was an American-made drone.
Zipline's based in California.
Yes, they are. They just had left the United States because our airspace and everything was not ready, and they saw use for it in Africa.
No,
Which was
regulatory standards and approvals and things that the hoops you have to
certifications.
go through here in the United States to get going would have taken them until now to get going. Here's a company that's been operating for more than 7 years now,
Around the world.
Around the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Where
Okay, Jim, be safe,
they
man.
didn't
Thank
have to
you for
meet
coming.
such strict, and stringent standards to be able to operate.
Yes,
They're
that's
operating
true.
in a lot of rural areas. If you're familiar with the stream, we talked about Zipline for more than 6 years now, and even especially throughout the pandemic and stuff like that, where they were transporting so many vaccines and other
Vaccines,
medications.
blood samples, everything. Yeah.
Throughout Rwanda, Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
So they've been very big in Africa for years now.
Covering ground that may take 6 to 8 hours to get to, they could
and
cover
2
in
means
minutes.
of transportation.
Right, they were covering it in minutes. That's why it was optimum. Zipline was optimum in places like Africa and countries, Rwanda, the continent of Africa in general. Plus, like you said, Herman, during the end of COVID, that's how they were getting vaccinations out there, and they were still sending blood supplies back and forth. It was easier to send a blood supply by drone than it was to do it by on the ground.
Well, because you would have a lot of places, 2 means of transportation to get there.
True,
It would be
true.
by land and by boat, or by
And it was less contamination also, cross-contamination, if you think about it. The less people who handle it, the less chances.
True. You have a technician that loads it and one that picks it up.
Hey, Angie, how's work? I didn't see in the chat if you had responded.
No,
I
she's
hope all
been
is
here.
well.
She's been here. Angie actually
Yeah, I
told
know.
me about another incident that had happened, that she saw them bringing the smash drone back.
Yeah. We kind of want to. Hey, drone Jody, how are you? Drone shots. You must be home, sir.
Who?
Hope everything's comfortable, Jody. I'm
Oh.
looking at these clouds, man. Are we supposed to get more rain? I didn't think so.
Yes.
We are.
Yes. Probably rain during the overnight where it should.
Right. Last night it was storming. It sounds so good. I just said, oh, it's raining, and went back to sleep. It started about 10 o'clock here, 10 p.m. here. Which is good. Listening to the rain is a good thing. Ron, you out driving, or you're home?
Who?
You're home? RJ Ariels. He's usually out driving around now.
Driving.
Yeah, out working.
Oh.
2 more lights, guys, and then Gary can go home and have a shot of some liquor. We need 2 more lights. Open up those ghost accounts.
2 more.
Yep, we need 2 more lights to hit that magic number of 30.
Wow.
Yep, just 2 more. Who has a burner account that they forgot about? Huh?
Oh well.
Tell Vicky we say hello. Gary, please.
Oh, I actually told him already.
Oh, okay, because, all right, appreciate it. Here's one. Thank you much. Jody, how many we need? 1 more. 1 more from the burner account. Come on, guys. It's almost that time. I didn't
Well, Lawrence,
save that.
what we talk about tonight? We talked about some deals that you can get on DJI drones, the Mini 5 Pro, and the DJI Flip, the drone that you should take on vacation with you. And if you get bored, you can play a little bit of music in your hotel room with the ducted props.
Well, leave that drone alone, man.
I don't know. It just looks like a camera on 10 speeds.
Oh, damn.
You can get everything going with that drone. No, but seriously, it's a nice little vacation drone.
For $350, honestly, that's a steal, especially for a beginner.
You know what? Also, Lawrence, we're gonna keep our eyes open and our nose down to hear more about this Matrice leaks.
Yes.
See what else comes out.
Yes.
Because no specs, no prices, and no dates have been released.
As soon as we hear something, we're on it, definitely.
You know
You see what Gary put? Slap that like it's your ex.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Thank you, Gary.
How they say it?
A whole lot of time left. Yeah.
But
But
yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed the stream.
What else did we talk about? We talked about the good old people over at the FCC and the nonsense that they're doing. And, it's funny because here it is. The things that DJI was put on the coveted list for don't really exist. So, come on.
Yep.
Make that exemption.
And on top of that, I want to point
get
out,
better if you don't do better.
and also I want to point out that they've done these 2 new companies that were added. They were audited like DJI wanted to be audited.
Right.
And their equipment was tested, supposedly.
Mhm.
And now they're exempt from any other future bans, pretty much. Or at least until
From
the next
that ban.
administration, from that ban, or at least until the next administration changes things, if they decide to change it at all. They may say, oh, hell, it's working, leave it alone.
Basically, what you're saying is that if you don't propose a threat to the sale of American drones, then you're all right to come in.
You're allowed to come into the country, yes.
I got you.
You're allowed to be sold here.
We also talked about subway surfing and how the NYPD are using their drones to track subway surfers because it's becoming a very big problem. They're
True.
finding dead bodies. They're finding broke up kids
Yep, just last week
that
a
are
girl got
missing the
broke up.
train bridge and stuff like that, and not able to jump over some of the gates that are above the trains fast enough. And let's be real about it. You don't never want to run into that tunnel wall.
Dude, they showed that wall that was dented. They did. It's that time, Herman.
You know, and what else did we talk about? We talked about a few things. You know, the conservation over in Colorado, as well as zip line, which is Tom used to tease me about zip line all the time. He's like, he asked me if I was getting paid by zip line to constantly report on what they
As much as you used to,
But
right? Talk about them.
They were moving and they were shaking. So they were doing the do in the business. So you know you got to talk about it. You got to talk about what these drones are capable of doing. Drones are not just for flying in the park and having a good old time. They do all kinds of things. That's why I said this is the live stream where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. And Lawrence, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Be safe, fly safer. That's it.
Guys,
Get that land authorization. Stay within line of sight.
that's
You
right,
should be
guys.
okay.
Protect yourself and protect your hobby. And with that being said, and I'll see you next time with those guys. Good night, everyone.
One.